Right, guys, back into business. We didn't have too many red cards from the weekend. It's unusual after the bye. We tend to get a bit of a spike, but we only had a couple. Got some milestones for this week. Excuse the voice. I've had a bit of a bug, so I'll do my best to get through this. Milestones for the coming weekend. On the 50th game milestone, we've got Ryan Wood, fieldy, that started with us last year, and he's done really well. 100th game, Scott Thorpe on the boundary and Ethan Scarman in the goals. So well done to you guys. All right, I'm going to name a club here that we've had some problems with the weekend. Of course, if we get these issues with any club, we need to take action. But it's interesting in the A grade, B grade, and C grade men's and the women's game, we had free kicks for umpire abuse and dissent from Hope Valley players and coaches, which is a concern. So essentially, all the umpires on the weekend did the right thing in penalising and taking action. But anyone doing a Hope Valley game this week and next few weeks just has to be aware that something going on down there, that they really aren't doing the right thing. And if they do step out of line, don't hesitate to pay a free kick. And of course, if they go way over the top, cards can be given. As I said, it's an issue for all games and all clubs, but it's just interesting that every game involving Hope Valley was an issue on the weekend. So hopefully they get the message that they need to clean up their act. We had some confusion. I've talked about this before earlier this year. Confusion in one of the games with the last possession rule. If there is shepherding the ball across the line and it stops the opposition from touching the ball, then it's a throw-in. But if the ball is going out and the player could grab hold of it and they choose to let the ball go, it doesn't mean that we throw it in. It's a clear kick or a handball, and that's where last possession free kick is paid. So, it's only a throw-in if the shepherding stops a player from touching the ball. Just a reminder about the Umpires Association. It's expected that everyone, if you're out training and heavily involved in umpiring, there becomes a member of the Umpires Association. I did send out some written feedback to everyone last week, and there was a number of umpires that normally are members that haven't got around to it just yet. So now's a good time to remind everyone. The Umpire Association do a lot of things to support umpires and the culture in the group, and it's only right that we all support them back by becoming members. And if you don't want to do that, then you won't be rewarded at the end of the year if you're eligible for a grand final. Only Umpire Association members will be eligible to be appointed to grand finals. So good time, just while we remember, we remind everyone to do that, to perhaps do that this week. All right, so before I go into the coaching video, has anyone got any questions on any of that stuff or anything else from the weekend? All right. I did have another email I'll address with the umpire concern. One of the matchday officials just wanted to bring the attention to the umpire in a B grade game that there was some issues with the opposition. At the end of the day, if the club representative is being respectful and pointing out something that perhaps needs to be addressed or you just need to be aware of, don't be defensive about it. Be polite, be respectful, and just say you'll take it on board and keep an eye out for it. So unfortunately, in this particular instance, I'll address it with the umpire. They were very abrupt, and the club really felt quite annoyed at the way the umpire dealt with the issue that was being put to them. So often just the way we deal with clubs, the representatives, the coaches, the players, if we treat them with respect, if they're treating us with respect, then we don't have these issues crop up. But unfortunately, the umpire got a little bit defensive. All right, let's get on with the coaching video. There's no what's your decisions it's just the react to what happens theme. So let's have a look here. So just bear with me. I'll get it up. So if you guys haven't seen it, the link's on the umpiring page of the league's website. And yeah, obviously we're using footage from all the grand finals from last year. All right, I'll just whip through it because there's no what's your decisions. I'll just let it run. It actually goes for a good 5 or 5 minutes. I probably should get some of you to do some talking because my voice is going, but I'll just run through it and let it run. If you've got any questions afterwards, we can go back and have a look at any examples if you want. So the key messages, stay 20, 25 minutes from the ball and wait for the blatant free kicks. Don't go looking for free kicks. The obvious ones will come out and be really clear. Obviously here is a prior opportunity, legally tackled, doesn't handle or kick, so holding the ball. And if you're in the right position, you'll see those obvious free kicks. This one here, I think again it's a holding the ball. The player, not a lot of prior opportunity, but makes no genuine attempt. He just waits for the ball. Like when he's tackled, you want to see an attempt to handball. Paul Smith, his umpire there, just delays the whistle, waits for a genuine attempt which doesn't come, and then penalises. This one here, good play on call. And again, no genuine attempt at the end. He just sits on it. And you want to see the player make an attempt to clear that ball, not just sort of lie on it and wait for a ball up. A lot of these themes are still from Shane Harris, but they're good messages and things to keep in mind when we're out umpiring. So just wait for the obvious free kicks. In this one here, I will stop. Yeah, so you often see that in a game. I'll go back and have a look at it again. Where the player is tackled by one arm, the other arm is free. So that's where usually they haven't had a proper opportunity. And you want to see them make an attempt. And so while it's difficult for them to do much, you want to see them try and drop the ball onto their foot. And if the ball spills free and he's had no proper opportunity, then it's play on. But if they choose to just hold on to it like that player does there, then have the courage to pay a free kick for holding the ball. So that's something that you're on the lookout for. With this one here, there is a prior opportunity. He also, there isn't much of a genuine attempt there. He kind of just drops the ball. So clear, obvious, blatant free kick. So holding the whistle, let the play unfold. The moment you see high tackle in the back, holding on, and blow it straight away. Otherwise, if it's in contest, just let it go. Ball's free. There's nothing high, there's nothing illegal. The ball isn't trapped until the end. And right at the end, there's too many hands on that to penalise anyone. So it's just a simple ball up there. This one here, there's no high tackle, no prior opportunity. Ball eventually comes free. Umpire does a good job just to let things go. No dangerous tackle, no high tackle, just a good passage of footy. To be able to make sure you don't miss any free kicks, you need to make sure you see the ball player's head and shoulders. And if you can't see it, then you're going to move quickly to see it. So in this case here, there is a high tackle, the arm goes over the shoulder. So good decision from Matt. He's there to see that ball player free kick. And another ball player free kick here. So yeah, high tackle, arm over the shoulder. If you're not moving, you can easily get a player in the way, so you need to keep moving. So really important for new umpires to remember this. It should be a habit of umpires that have been umpiring for a long time. But when the player handballs or kick, just delay your vision. In that case there's a sling tackle to the ground. And if you're watching the football and following the football, you can miss those free kicks after the ball's been disposed of. Have the courage to take action when necessary. So while we're not looking for free kicks, there are times where you need to stand up and be counted and make sure you pay it. In this instance here, this is just a communication piece. So I think Richard Williams is there. He sees that the runner is not doing something right, isn't leaving the field when he needs to. I don't know exactly what the issue was there, but have the courage to communicate, let him get off when he needs to. Here, player just dives on the ball, no genuine attempt. Don't just take the easy option and throw that up. That's a good free kick for holding the ball. He wasn't too happy about it, but really good, obviously blatant holding the ball free kick. And then if they want to play footy, let them. Obviously, we love this scenario where the players are focused on getting the ball. There's no high tackles, no holding on. There's no dangerous tackles. There's no opportunity to play holding the ball. You just let it unfold. So there will be the games like that where you get big passages of play where you can just let it go. Obviously, there's other games where you need to get more involved. You just need to adapt to what the players do. In this case here, no high tackle, no prior opportunity, ball held in. The ball is pinned, no chance of coming out. And so good umpire just let it go and then react to what happens. In this case here, lots of contests. Again, nothing illegal. Just in that case there's no prior opportunities, making genuine intent, ball spills free. It's touched before it goes out, so it's not last possession. So no need to pay any free kicks here. So focus on getting in the right position so you're able to pay the right free kicks when they're there. It's all about positioning. And in that case there, he does try and, he does get a prior opportunity and he doesn't handle or kick when tackled. So good positioning from Bill to see the hole in the ball. There could have been, I thought there might have been a hole in the ball just before that, but it's a bit hard to see whether a handball comes out. And yeah, we'll go with Bill's call to say that there was a handball. So stay relaxed, run hard and let the play unfold. And that's the coaching session. So any questions on any of those examples? To me, they're pretty straightforward. All right, I'll stop the share. Could be a record short Zoom. I haven't got anything else. Anyone else want to mention anything before we wind up? All
right. Cole?
Yeah, mate.
Obviously, Alex got the bad day because he had to send a couple of people off at Unley in the C grade, Unley versus Gazer in the C grade as well. And I'm pretty sure he went and did Hope Valley in the afternoon, didn't he, Alex Wood?
Yeah. So yeah, he did cop. Well, Alex copped a bit, but it was more Luke who was umpiring with that seemed to cop it in the grade. But yeah, Alex said that it was out of line. Yeah, and I've heard something else from earlier in the season as well. So yeah, we just have to be a little bit aware that there's some clubs around. Hope Valley's actually doing very well this year. They're up the top of the ladder, so it surprises me that they are acting that way. In both their men and women, that you would think that they wouldn't be frustrated, but there are some clubs that aren't doing so well that are getting frustrated as well. So yeah, we need to make sure that we're vigilant. If you don't take action and you let things slide, then you're only making it harder for the umpires the following week. So I'm pleased that in all Hope Valley games on the weekend, there were free kicks paid. There was action taken. I happened to be one of the umpires in the women's game, And yeah, I wasn't going to tolerate anything from the coach's bench. And yeah, unfortunately, that coach did dissent an umpire's decision when it was close in the last quarter, and certainly it was costly. But there's just no need. They just should not be acting like spectators from the coach's bench. The players don't need to be giving you a constant hard time, during a game. And yeah, we just shouldn't have to tolerate it. We remain respectful. We don't lower ourselves to their level, but be prepared to penalise if you need to. Anyone else? All right. I think we've come to the end. As I said, pretty short one today. And we'll look forward to seeing you on Wednesday night for training. Hopefully the rain stays away. Actually, I have one more thing to say. I need to put this in the notes. It was asked of me today, and I meant to mention it. So if you have multiple circles in the middle of the oval, and there needs to be a discussion before a game to determine which circle you're using. The rule is that the circle in the middle is the one that is used unless there's an agreement from both clubs. So there's usually common sense that if the middle one is totally boggy, or they want to save the middle one for the A grade and they want the B or C grade to go to the outside, as long as both clubs agree, then you can use the other circle. But if for whatever reason one club digs their heels and they want to use the middle circle, you've got no option but to use it. It's a discussion that you should have before the game with the coaches, and everyone is clear before you go out exactly which circle you're using. Make sense? It will become an issue for a number of grounds with these heavy grounds going forward. All right, I'll add that to the coaching notes. I forgot to put that in. All right, guys. Before my voice totally disappears, I think we'll wind it up. Have a good day. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Okay.